So hey guys, I wanted to share something pretty special with you. Behind me is the picture of that farm that I just hung up, and that is my wife's great-grandfather's farm, or the farm that her grandfather grew up on. So my wife's grandfather was a pretty important person in her life, instilled a lot of great characteristics into her. He was a green thumb kind of guy that was always in the garden working on stuff, and if he wasn't in his garden, he was probably in someone else's garden weeding or something. So my wife has just had this little like 3x3 photo. It's been pretty greeny. She's always wanted to get it blown up, put on the wall back here, but you know, you try to work with something like that and you blow it up, it just magnifies on that poor quality. So I have a friend that I grew up with, has been one of my best friends for as long as I can remember. He's an amazing artist, and my wife reached out to him and asked if he'd be up for the challenge of drawing this farm. So she gave him this little small photo, and that's what he did, is he spent time and he drew it, and we ended up meeting up with him over Easter, and he presented this photo, and it really meant a lot to my wife. There's a lot of stories around this farm. She kind of lit up when she saw this. You know, there's one funny story. Her grandfather, they would get up early in the morning, they'd go light the wood stove at the school every morning and stuff. So, you know, they were handed off some responsibility and stuff. Well, one day they were at home screwing around some matches, and they ended up lighting the curtains on fire. And their mom, you know, I don't know, she was out doing something. She came flying in the house, put the fire out, grabbed the broom and started chasing those kids around the house. They'd dive under the bed. She'd be rapping on one side, and they'd be scooting the other side, and then she'd be rapping on the other side, you know, just looking to give them that good old licking. So, and the other cool thing is that the barn itself, her grandfather and one of her brothers actually built that barn. Unfortunately, that farm is not really around anymore. It was, you know, down close to the cities, and the city is, you know, kind of grown out, and now I believe it's either a school sits there or a retirement home. So we're pretty excited. It's definitely something that we're going to cherish. Hope to pass this down for many generations in our family. You know, it somewhat shows some of the roots. You know, my daughter, this is, you know, her great-great-great-grandfather's farm. You know, hopefully it's something we can carry on. Thought I'd share this with you guys. You know, maybe this is an idea. Maybe you got some old pieces of history laying around that you'd like to carry on or get blown up and be able to do something with, and just give you an idea. Maybe it's something you could reach out to a local artist or something and help support them, as well as carry on, you know, somewhat of a legend. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.